Hey, how you doing, everybody? This is Souls44. Welcome back to Craftoria. And yeah, today is look at I got you got a little jetpack thing going. You can well, it's a gravitational suit. I think it looks awesome. That means I have the antimatter. But today we're gonna take a look at some of the upgrades I did to the fission reactor. Because it melted down again. Oh, not really melted down. Well, let me put it this way. I wasn't getting enough uranium. It was such a slow loss of uranium that I didn't even see it coming. It just ran out. I ran out of quantum. I ran out of a bunch of little materials, and so it couldn't produce enough. So let's take a look at what I did to fix that, and we're gonna cover this up too. First of all, we got uranium being made into dust pretty quickly, and in fact, we need to increase the output speed. I didn't even realize I didn't have it going fast. So let's go pipe. Oop, the wrong one. Which one is it? This one? This one right here. There we go. Much better. All right. Yes, much better. Okay. So I put gates on all these because I got tired of the energy fluctuating. I'm not sure if that causes a problem. I made them all lime. Lime lasers give you more uranium. It's still giving me all the other stuff. I also adjusted the depth to 16 because that was the uranium depth. I don't. It's not. It's not bad. It's keeping up though. Put it that way. For right now. And this thing is sending off uranium dust. And as you can see, my system is making and keeping in stock now 64 uranium at all times. The issue, I think, is going to become my ender pearls. I'm just having an issue with making ender pearls for some reason. Okay, so let's take a look at the fission reactor. I had to rebuild it, and I wanted to make sure I covered it because I rebuilt it according to the wiki. Yeah, apparently I don't know what I'm doing. So if you followed along, and yes, my reactor was fine. It was producing 81 millibuckets a tick, and that's fine. But if you're burning up too much fuel, it's not fine, right? So apparently I set it up. It wasn't very efficient. Um, yeah, I'll show you the more efficient version. So I had all of the rods connected, and I had it over there. It melted down. It didn't actually melt down. It just broke. It was very odd. I didn't have any radiation or anything. Maybe it melted down a long time ago and I didn't know it. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. So here's the thing. I made it an 11 by 11 by 11. Like it's a cube, right? And I alternating the rods. I'm assuming that it's a more efficient setup. So far so good. It could be the size increase. It could be the alternating rods. I don't know which it is. All I'm saying is that's what the wiki says to do. Okay. Um. So I did what the wiki said. So when you first turn these things on, I didn't know this, but this is a trick. That the coolant tank here, it doesn't tell you the size of the coolant tank, and if it did, it would be so much easier to know what your maximum burn rate's going to be, because your burn rate and this are for it to not overheat. I could have went higher on my last one. 81 was not the max. I just needed to wait till the tank was like near full. Okay, so like right now, if you look at it, it would be 104. So no, I can't put my burn rate at 104 right away. I have to wait until the tank balances out sodium versus the amount and keep an eye on my heat, right? My temperature's at 422.97. That's going to stay steady no matter what. That's the lowest it's going to go. But you'll see what I mean by the burn rate. I'm going to take it up to 62. Notice it dropped way down. right? As long as it keeps going up, I'm okay outside. I know that it can go to 81. I know that my system can handle 81. Solid, not stop, as long as I got enough fuel. And the fuel is going up. Yeah, and I added the pressurized tubes. These supreme pressurized tubes have a limit. And so do these quantum entanglement porters. I don't know what the heck their deal is, but they say that they're only limited by the pipes coming off of them. I think I'm gonna call baloney on that. I added a secondary pull on these, and it did go up in speed. So maybe it is cited a little bit more than they want to admit. I don't know. Or maybe it's just that was the limit the pipes were pulling. I don't know either. But this is not filling up because the sodium pipes, they can hold a whole lot inside of them. And until this is full, it's not going to fill that up. So this output from here, the 6 million, whatever, should be zero. Is that, you guys get what I'm saying? If these pipes were actually the limiting factor, this should be zero because these pipes would be filling this up a lot faster than what it is. It only fills up 4 buckets every tick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to sit here and wait, or I could set up a redstone signal to like turn it off and turn it back on. I don't trust the redstone controller, just like I don't trust that redstone, the quantum entanglement porter's throughput. I don't believe that's correct. I think that's a bug, and no one's addressing it because they figure why not just leave it alone, right? So at 62 millibuckets, we got 102. We just divide it down and make it 102, and you'll see what I mean by that here as I go up, because I'm going to slowly increase this. See, it drops down dramatically. So don't just shoot it up to the amount that it's equal to. Step it up slowly. I go 2 at a time. When you first turn it on, make sure you have at least 2 million in here, and then turn it up to 1 and just let it sit until it levels out. And then when it goes above 2 million, go to 2. Or when it goes above 3 million, go to 2. You see what I mean? Like increase it slowly. I let it sit for quite a while so that I could look it down to 8 now. And it's holding fine. I'm gonna go to 68. Still holding steady. We're gonna go to 70. Now, because this thing is more efficient at producing heat and the burning rate is better on this than it was before, it now has a max burn of 328 millibuckets a tick. I'm not gonna probably reach to 328, but I don't know. But I'm guessing the sodium tank is 328 million millibuckets. Does that make sense? I hope that's clear. So right now, see how I'm at 75 and it's staying steady? Watch what happens when I hit 71. Now it's at 71. It's not going up, right? But here, watch this. Now it'll go down. Now the temperature is going to go up. Now, as the temperature goes up, you would hope that the tank speed would go up because the throughput of the sodium getting cooled down would be higher because the rate of recycling is it's not. It's not going to go up any more than that 4 buckets a thing. So this is as fast as it's going to get. Now it can reach higher temperatures. As soon as this heat rate and this sodium reaches 72 or gets close to 72, my temperature will fall back down to that 400 to 500 degree, whatever it is, right? The temperature K. So I'm just going to let it go up until it reaches a higher level. I may have to turn it off for a second or turn it down. I'm just going to wait. And I had it go all up to like 2 or 3% damage before I stopped it. So I've been verifying this all morning long. Yeah, I could cook I cooked my breakfast, which is actually after dinner time. But you'll see it as it gets closer to this heat rate in this tank. This is the real tank right here. The burning rate and this are almost always the same for some reason. I don't know if that's just the heat rate. I don't know what that means. But as it gets closer, this should slow down and then go down. See that now it's going down again because we're at 72. So as long as this tank and your burn rate are the same, you're safe. Well, as long as you keep the fuel in it and everything else. Now I'm gonna go check and verify that my my boilers are doing okay. This boiler is doing perfectly fine. We're hitting 300 and, well, it's going up still because the temperature flow rate's still going up. That's the smaller system. Here's the larger one. And on this one here, what I'm looking at is I'm making sure that it has water because for some reason it chose this one to run out. So you can't always just look at the last in the line. You would think it would start with this one since it's the furthest away or whatever. But it's just, I guess it randomly chooses, I don't know. It's not the furthest away. I guess they're all equally distant. It just chose that one. So this one's, if you look, it has 100,000 millibuckets. This one says empty. So as long as this one says 100,000 millibuckets and these have got some water in it, I should be just fine. The flow rate on this one is going up. It's going to go up for quite a while because it's slowly gaining. So I'll wait until the system equalizes. And you look, the sodium here is going up. Now it stopped. So it's a flow rate issue with the teleporter for sure. It's got to be the piping. I'm not too sure, but I made sure that I put all four sides here with inputting in and the one pulling out. If this started gaining sodium coolant in here, I would have to put another valve in. We're still not even pushing 1 million here. So, I mean, this thing is just fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's doing great. Now you could put condensers on this. I have room in here for it to have condensers and bring that water right back into the system here, but I'm not too worried about that yet until those pumps start to have an issue. And like again, I already know that this system can hold 81 millibuckets per tick with no problem, but I'm going to try to push it to 100. And see, now that we're at 78, I could take this to 72 or 73. Temperature's going to go up, maybe? Nope. We're still good. But you get what I'm saying? The amount of sodium and the burn rate, if they're equal, the temperature will be flat. It won't go up. Take it to 74. Temperature will go up until this gets up to 74 again, and then it'll level out again. The other issue you can run across is if you increase your temperature too fast, like even though I'm doing this right now, the boilers are going to get hotter and they're going to flow through. If they exceed their flow through rate, you're going to have a stale, and then all of a sudden your sodium will drop. I was doing that and I didn't even notice it. Okay, it finished my quantum computer. All right, so we're going to be able to build a quantum computer today too. I wanted to cover this. I'll keep on increasing this and I'll let you guys know what it gets to. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to get it up to over 100. I mean, I did really increase the size and the performance of this thing, so it should work just fine. The auto crafting system is getting maxed out, so I mean that's going to be my thing. Right now, it's going to be working on Certus dust and it's going to be working on uranium nonstop because it's got to make yellow cake uranium to keep that fissile fuel going. That should cover all the insides, my logistical stuff. Oh, and I fixed my. That's as fast as it can go. It's kind of meh. I ran out of channels. P2P. You can't run a P2P through a P2P. Here's what I mean. This has 32 channels on it. This has 32 channels on it, so they're maxed out. So I added another P2P, but I added it in this line right here. So I can't have a P2P carry another P2P channel, so it wouldn't do it. So I had to run a separate line all the way over from there to run it. I have nothing on it, but I made sure I separated it. from the rest of the system, so that way it's all by itself doing its thing. The quantum structure does not have to be this size. It can be really big. I can't remember the max. I'll tell you what it is. It's huge. But yeah, if you need that size, I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you're maxing out all your stuff, min-maxing people, whatever. A 7x7x7. This thing is obviously it's not. It's not. It's 4x5 by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4x5x4. I don't know. Anyhow, these are the closure. It has to be an enclosed structure. It has to have at least one quantum computer in it. Okay. It has to have one quantum data entangler. I think that's what it said. There's one of them is optional, and that's the you scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Okay, it needs one quantum computer at least just one, and then it says at most one quantum data entangler. I'm getting that one, but I'm not going to worry about the multi-threader. The multi-threader, it just makes it so that it's like, it's ridiculous. So I'm just going to put in one data entangler, one quantum computer. I think I got one accelerator, and then the rest are all going to be quantum crafting units, and that's going to give me plenty more. Also, when I fix my um, when I fixed my channels, it fixed this. For some reason, it wasn't working properly, and I thought I ran out of crafting space. I had tons of crafting space to go. So I pushed this whole thing faster than I needed to, really, but we have one quantum computer storage, 128 million. I'm not going to make anything that's going to require anything more than that. One entangler and one accelerator. So that way it's really, really fast. I mean, it's going to be way faster than I need. But I do need crafting units. The whole thing has to be full of crafting units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It can't be hollow. So I actually should make it smaller for right now. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Did it get picked up? It did. It got picked up. I don't think I have anything in this one, though. Yeah, I have this one ready to go, just in case I need to. I think this one has one, and the other one has one. Yeah. Good thing I didn't break that one. Where's my wrench? I found that using a wrench is a lot safer. So, and you can use these create wrenches on a lot of this stuff, and it goes right back into your inventory. So, I don't want to make so many crafting units that should be good. It can't be hollow though. That's the only part that kind of. I should be able to make this today. If not, we got other stuff to cover anyway. I went ahead and yeah, we'll just make 2 crafting units, and then we'll fill the rest in. And then when I need more, I'll make it bigger. I have enough to make it. It may get stuck on some Certus or something. It's actually not that far away. It's the Fluix crystals. That's going to be the thing. I did make another requester, and I think I'm going to have this for Fluix. Cool. And I'll keep it at 64. And I don't know what the size is for the stack, but it's going to... That way it's always going to be telling Thurgy to make more, because Thurgy is kind of, real slow. All right, it used a couple of those, I think. I don't like how they look the same almost. This one has a light hue of purple in it. All right, so this should be good. And yeah, there we go. and it goes online, and I don't really care about the channels. It's whatever. All right, we now have a quantum crafting unit, and we should be able to right-click on it and to see all the stuff that's going on. And I think it increases the speed because it looks like it's moving. 1G, 1 million. Okay. And now when we come over here and we look at this, we should see all my empty space. I should probably move all the patterns over from these extended patterns over into the quantum one, but that would take a lot of time, and I really don't feel like doing it. But I thought I only had this space left. But it turns out that when I scroll farther down after I added those other channels, I had a whole bunch more space, like a whole lot more space. And I hope, yeah. So now I am pretty doggone sure I am good to go. Right? Right. Okay, so that takes care of all of the updates as far as what I've done. I mean, I did some cosmetic stuff, nothing major. I just turned the lights down a little bit by adding more of the lamps and stuff, which sounds weird, but because these right here, when I have the shaders on, is super bright. Yeah, that's it. I added, I increased these up to 30,000 and 25,000 respectively, and then I added the Certus to the other side, the Certus Dust to the other one, and this right here isn't priority, so unfortunately it's not going to show the max. It's just storing it in another location, and I don't even know where. It could be, shoot, it could be any one of these. I don't know. My storage systems are all jacked up. I know that you can use the drive corrector and like move stuff around. I'm not going to bother with that because last time I did that, I went too fast. I crashed my game. Now, oh, and I discovered what crashed my game about 3-4 videos ago. It was me. I obviously it was me. I had put a pipe for water, one of the Supreme pipes that I have, and it was this one right here, and I had it going into the quantum, whatever the thing is, the thing that makes the thing that makes the singularities. This thing, the condenser, and it actually had touched one of my inputs, one of these pattern deals, and it started filling up my system with water so fast that it crashed. So, like, if you look, I have 11 million water in my system, and it'll go down and then right back up to where it's supposed to be again. But it's going to take a little while because 11 million water is a lot. It didn't fill up the tank, this thing right here, but it pushed it pretty far, and so yeah, it's my bad. So just be careful, I guess. It was touching like one of these pattern providers, and it was too fast for the pattern provider. Even that the return inventory just said water all the way across 1 million. Yeah, so there's that mistake. All right, so let's go back to the create island. A minute. So far, so good when it comes to making brass. I want to cover the crafting. Excuse me. I want to cover the crafting of the precision device. I was going to use routers, but I was having some serious issues with routers. I'm still using routers, kind of. I'm using the distribution module and a barrel. The barrel fills up with just what's needed on these right here, and the distribution module is set for round robin, so it sends exactly what this needs for each precision device. And that's 5 of each of these, 5 cogs, 5 large cogs, and 5 nuggets. And then what happens is it sends a gold plate here, and then I have a filter here, and it says whitelist, only take away the ones that it needed. So I did have to manually make one as it went down the line, and as I did, I added filters to it. So this one will pull the first one down, put it over here. Then this one right here is set just like that one, except for it starts off with the secondary one. And it sends it to here. Then this one right here goes underneath. I took off the pipe from here so it doesn't do anything, and it sends it right back. So then it circles around and around all 5 times, and most of the time it creates the precision device. There is a failure chance for these things, but you can see that it sends 5 of each in one plate. It's kind of satisfying to watch. I think it's kind of cool. Oh, see, it failed. I wonder if I can add, since that's a gold plate. That's not what it always does, though. I'm going to add gold plate. No, it won't work. Because it doesn't have the cogs and stuff. Here, I'm wanting to show you guys that. I gotta tell the old one to stop. I don't know which one it is. That one. Old one. So there is a failure. I did it again. It failed. I heard it failing, but it still made it. I guess it has to fail 3 times or something. I don't know what the cause is of that, and there's nothing really I can do that I can think of. I will keep milling it around in my brain and trying to figure out a way of making it so that if there's an item that fails, it just pulls that off. But the problem is the crafting pattern from the AE2 system is not going to be fulfilled. Like I said, any processing pattern, the output has to be what the input's saying it's going to be. So if it says it's going to make one, it's got to make one. At least one. So I could tell it to make 2, but you see how it zips over all these? It's got 3, 2, 1, failed, 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 but it still made it. So maybe it has to fail a certain number of times. I don't know. Or maybe that's the sound it makes when it runs out. I don't know. I set up 3 more down here just because I want to be able to use them for another pattern. This sender is set for only a gold plate. So when this is going to be my hub for my auto crafting. So that barrel that I have, even though it's set for making precision devices, if there's other things that I want to deploy in here, I can have this send just like it'll be a different sender, right? And it'll just send to the one that it needs to, and then I'll have that route over there pull off the completed item from that point. Makes sense? Oh, well, I hope it makes sense. That's as good as explanation as I can come up with here. Okay. Now that we're going to let that go, antimatter, we did manage to make enough antimatter, though, that I have 2 left over. I have the gravitational unit. I didn't think I put anything else. Oh, I put the air inhalation purification and the breathing stuff in here, so now I can breathe underwater. But also, I guess it takes potion effects away. Like negative potion effects, not these kind. And then I also turned on my night vision. I can't get rid of the hub. I don't really know what causes the hub to appear. I turned it off. Right? I put the enabled true for the vision enhancement, but I turned the handle key mode key off, and I turned the show in hub off. I don't know. Maybe there's a... Oh, here we go. Boop, boop. Maybe that'll work. Hey, there we go. So now I turned the hub off, so now I don't have to worry about looking at that weird looking deal. Now, I don't really know how armor works with the mechanism, technically. All I know is that as long as I've got energy, this stuff I don't really take damage as far as I can tell. So I'm pretty much set when it comes to that part. As far as create goes, let's go to the quest book. I don't even know if is create in the quest book. It probably is. Now, I don't even see create on here. Yeah, I don't even see create on here. Completionist. Yeah, I'm not going to. This one's for occultism. And sorry, but I'm not getting occultism done. And mechanism. I might finish mechanism up. I haven't decided yet. Now, AE2, what are we missing on AE2? Let's see. Applied Energistics. We've completed 99% of this thing. Ah, yeah, energy storage. And the megas. Those are sad. Ah, what is it saying I'm missing? It did not give me credit for the multi-threader. Y'all saw me holding the multi-threader. Oh no, I didn't make the multi-threader. That's right. I didn't want to. I guess I'm gonna have to. Can I make it? I might as well go ahead and see if I can make it. Can I spell today? Okay, it's not called multi-threader. Quantum there. Data entangler. Oh, I don't even have it on autograph. Let's go ahead and put that on the crafting. See, that's gonna make another quantum computer core and 4 accelerators. I don't think I'm gonna have the materials for that. And what's that made in? A crystal assembler? Okay. So let me find the crystal assembler. There it is. Can I even make it? We don't have enough quantum. Frog lights have quantum on them. And so I've been recycling my frog lights since I had so many frog lights. The only thing is it still relies on the replicator system to get me that quantum. Um, I think it's because I need to have another Enderman farm and just use Ender pearls regularly. And I haven't decided whether I want to make another mob farm because mob farms can take up a lot of frames and stuff, and we don't want to push this any farther than it already is. I don't have the greatest computer in the world, but it is effective. So we're gonna have to wait for a little while until we get enough quantum. How much quantum do we have? It's gonna continually go up. Yeah, see, it's only at 12 because we just made so much stuff. That'll go. It's gonna go up as I recycle the frog lights and as it recycles. I don't think I have ender pearls on there, but there's a couple of items that have quantum on them. And so I just went ahead and the ones that I have a ton of, I went ahead and made a bunch of those. Let's see. Let's go ahead and finish making the rotational deal. I want this to rotate like a lighthouse. So we're going to do that today. So I guess it's kind of base beautification day. Kind of. Sandstone. Actually, what kind of material do we want to use that way it looks like a lighthouse? I mean, can you make a beacon that faces out here? Because that'd be kind of neat. To have a beacon just swirling around. That'd be awesome. I don't know if it can handle that. I don't think a computer can do that. I don't think a beacon can do that either. Can it? I mean, I want to see. I happen to have a beacon. I don't think a beacon can be placed horizontal. I mean, vertically. Oops. No, it can't. I was really hoping for it to work like that. I have my magnet on and I have it set for going to the ME system. So stuff that I break just goes in. I should have plenty of room just in case I get a bunch of jellyfish or something while I'm over here. Um, what else were we gonna do? I guess we're gonna have to do something with this. You want to put more of my frog lights while I have them. Not the verdant ones, the ochre ones. I was gonna change this to a glass, but I think the extra light when it's lit up. I switched out the frog lights that are on here, so let's go ahead and turn my shaders on, and hopefully we're good. All right. There is a little lag. You can always tell if there's lag going on in your system by your windmills and stuff for Create, because Create does move a lot of stuff around and can cause some serious lag. So I hate to say it, guys, but it's something that I've always worried about when it first came out, but it's been pretty good. All right, we want a rotational complex right there, right? Because this is one above. So let's go ahead and get that. Oh, not rotational complex, but rotational speed controller is also an autocraft. Obviously it uses the precision mechanism in the brass casing. Rotation speed controller isn't necessary for me at the moment. But if I need one, I can make one. Right, put it that way. So what is that called? A bearing? Yeah, that's a windmill bearing. No, we want mechanical bearing. And we're going to take, what am I doing here? Go on. 30 stress units, that's not bad. Oh, I'm going to have to go through the center. I want to check on my stress units because I did add a lot of these that I don't even need. Like these three, I don't really need them, but hey, we're still good. We still have half from this one system. So let's see, what do we want to do? We want to, actually, this is one too high, isn't it? Doggone it. There. I just got to be careful when I glue it together, whatever items I glue together to work as one unit, it's going to make sure it's the, let's see, iron. What do we have that's metal looking? Sea lanterns are what's most commonly used, I think, for lighthouse stuff. They are really bright. So we'll definitely use sea lanterns. I want it to look a little different than the structure, so that way it looks artificial in a way. Not that these don't look artificial enough, right? Like I mean, really artificial. What blocks look good? Silver? Ew, no. Really, guys? I don't have any arrows. Thanks for lining up for me. Hey. Oh, it hit me. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean for it to be so. Let's just do scaffolding. Not that kind of scaffolding. Not that kind of scaffolding either. How about factory blocks? What we got that's factory? Ooh, those will work. Make 100 of those. Is there a brown? Oh, that looks really artificial. But they got a touch at a more than one angle, so Oops. Can we not today? Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that'll look okay. Kind of like a rusty old deal. All right, and we're gonna make sure that it touches more than one block like that, so that way it can be glued together, because if it don't, it won't. And then how's that gonna look? Nah. No silk touch, but whatever. Maybe not sea lanterns. What do we got for lanterns? Really? More? Fine, I'll sleep. Jeez. So I use the copy and paste gadget to move my reactor, so that's why you're seeing the max size issues. It was having issues with it. They should burn up now, wherever they're at. How does that look? It looks a little better. No. They're still alive? Where? Lapis lamps. That would be a blue color. Hmm. Let's go with let's go get some glass. Where's my one-way glass? That's cool. And make it touch. Now, a question is, will the light go through the glass? I don't know. I really want to put sea lanterns in there. Well, just for the sake of argument, let's just do the sea lanterns. Let's do these ones. Ooh, no, let's do these ones. Will that light through it? Oh, yeah. Okay. Maybe that's how I make it look like it's moving. Right? Like maybe I have the sea lanterns in the middle, really bright, like this. And yeah, the sea lanterns will be stationary. I need more. A lot more. Well, yeah, that's gonna look okay. And then we'll just run the one-way glass, make sure it's facing the right way. Go this way. I have no idea how this is going to look without shaders, though, so it might be really ugly. And since I have to put those blocks, those factory blocks inside to make sure that they're all touching, it's going to have blank spots. So while it's rotating, it should show like as if it's moving. Even though, well, I mean, it really is moving, but the inside's staying still. Now, on my last playthrough, on my 8 All the Mods 10 playthrough, I screwed up and I made my motion was too high, or my amount of blocks was too high, so the size was too big. I guess it's like a 2,000 some block max for your glue, or for the rotational bearings, and so I tried to use 2 bearings, and then that caused more issues. Yeah, I think that's gonna look okay. We'll have to put a dome on it, of course. I don't want to go too crazy with it. So let's go with that. We'll go a little higher. Yeah, those kind of looks like, you know, kind of looks like a, let's get away from it a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Well, the whole thing is going to rotate, so it won't really matter. I just got to make sure that this is connected somehow. I think I'll swap these out. That way I have more of them to go higher. Because they're not going to be visible anyway because of this level right there. Yeah, it goes up a little bit higher. It actually works out pretty good. All right, we'll dome it after this. I don't know if it'll move frame blocks, and that's what I'm really concerned with, because I really want to use some frame blocks to make this look domed. It'd be cool if the frame blocks take the one-way glass, but I doubt they will. So let's see what the frame blocks have that we can use. That's not rounded, but at least kind of rounded. 3-way corners. What do we got available already? Go like this. Now, can they take the one-way glass? No, they cannot take the one-way glass, but they can take these. I gotta be patient because if I place too fast or on accident, it'll be messed up looking. So, factory blocks go in these. Be nice, flat enough. World upload will be available when I finish this pack. It's not too much farther away, guys. Ew, that looks really bad. So let's go back to frames. What do we have that can fit? Framed corner slope? Will that do it? Yeah. It's kind of hard to decide which I want to do. If I put it like that, it's going to look really janky. Let's put it like that. How's that look? Oh, God. Not what I want. Oh, maybe I'll just go square. There's a lot of stuff for frame blocks that I don't really understand all that much. I just know that you can use the hammer to make all kinds of cool stuff. And half slope, no. All right, framed saw to make that. Goes in there, so frame elevated slope. 1. Let's see how that looks. It's one side or the other. Kind of hard to see. How's that look? That looks terrible. So let's decide. Should we just go square? And then put the corners in? And what do we have? Inner corner, inner frame prism. What's that look like? Hey, I am down with that. Please look good. Ah. Maybe we just make some stairs. What about stairs? How stairs look? Again, it looks terrible. I'm not that the greatest builder in the world, but man, this is getting to be really hard. Gotta be real careful when I break stuff. I thought for sure that would work. That was a terrible thought, but you know what? We're being creative today. Boy, I wish I had a way of knowing what would look good on this, because at this point, I don't really know. Let's see. I could put some more frog lights. I gotta do something to make these things covered up. They look terrible. What if I just do more of them and then... Yeah, let's just do that. We'll just use the frame slopes. Come out one more. Like that. Like that. And then there's a corner piece that I can put in. I think. It'd be nice if this melded in right, but it doesn't. You have to use a different frame piece. Ah. And got it. Right? That's the corner piece. At least it's the correct piece. All right, where's my framed slope? Frame slope. So frame slope, framed inner corner, frame slope. All four. Okay. Framed corner slope, which requires a hammer. I kind of wanted it to stay all the same material, but I don't know if this is going to look good or not. Kind of hard to get the correct feel. All right. It's not good looking, but if I come up with it, I'll go to sleep and I'll wake up and I'll have an answer. Oh, come on. Does it really have to look like that? Even if I place something under it? Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take it out. I wonder if it's just a factory block or if it's the frame block itself that's having the issue. Well, let's try a non-factory block. Let's try something tells me it doesn't matter what color I put in here or what I do, it's gonna look weird. No. Hey, I'm okay with that. Oh. It kind of goes along with the structure. Hey, windmill blade got me. Blade is not rounded though. Boy, oh boy, is it ever. But at least it'll spin. Now all I have to do is cap it with something. Let's take a look at it from a distance. Do I have a gap? Okay, I have the gap. So when I glue it, I'm just not going to glue this part. I'll just glue this stuff in here. In fact, I won't even need to put all of them. We have fusion reactor casings. Let's go. Most expensive lighthouse of all time. There. That means the mineral will stay still if I do this right. Yeah, if I do this right. These actually look better than the factory blocks. I'm not making another fusion reactor, so I mean, might as well use what I've got, right? And it doesn't look bad. It looks like old rustic junk. I kind of wish it came out. These three. I might fix that off camera, guys. I've already done enough playing around on that. What are we going to cap it with? I want to leave any gaps so that the glue will stick correctly. That left us with 4. But this is 1. Okay. Now we need, we don't want to use that. We just need to put something on the top. Oh, it's 1 off. I could put beacons on the top. That's a beacon size. Oh, it would be off, right? What else can you make a beacon from, other than iron? If this works, I'll be shocked. I'm doing it. Forget it. I'll replace those with something else, maybe netherite. The iron looks terrible, but I wanted to see what it would work. For beacons, I don't know what allows the lights to start to turn on in this pack. Some of them you can use weird materials, so who knows? Cool. Now the only thing we have to do is super glue it and turn it on. And hopefully it doesn't bust this bunch of stuff. Let's get some super glue. I made some super glue manually a while ago. I made 2 So, okay. We're going to need to get inside, though. So, all right. So let's see. How do we glue this? We want to go from here. Like if I do a horizontal, I don't want it to grab the middle. Is that grabbing it? No. Okay. There. There. Two. Oh, doggone blades. There. And there. There. And the beacons, I really don't know if the beacons will move. There. Now the beacons are all glued in. And then I want to do the same thing here to here. That's going to grab that doggone edge. I don't want to do that. No matter what I do, it's trying to grab that light. I don't want the light. There. Selection discarded. Okay. Because I didn't grab the light. There. There. And then that covers all of it, but the middle, right? Is everything covered in glue now? Looks like everything's covered in glue. I don't want the lights to be covered. Did it cover this side? Can't see. Yeah, no. You didn't get this glass. That means it probably didn't get the other glass either. Yeah. And now I can't move the fusion reactor blocks. Okay, you grabbed them. Oh. Okay, did I get all the fusion reactor blocks? That sucks. And I think I have to have them. Maybe I don't. What does it look like? I guess I need the factory blocks all. Well, let's take a look from a distance. Yeah, let's put more factory blocks in and we'll just cover it. Call it good. I am tempted to use the fans, but that's not how I want this to look. Okay, good. They're sticking with the glue. More than likely, something's not going to turn that I want, and it's going to cause a problem. Okay. Yeah, let it stick. That one did. We want to cover. That's got glue, right? Oh, it didn't turn the top. What did I undo? How the beacons are touching. There we go. Now you can see that it's all melded. Let's give it a shot. Oh, it doesn't turn beacons, and it missed. I missed the corners. But just for looks, let's see. It does look like a lighthouse, kinda. I can't deny that's not neat looking. 'Cause it is neat looking. Got a green hue to it. Okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, you can't move beacons. So much for that. So we're just missing a. Can I go down in the hole here? Oh no. It's moving, so it's kind of hard to move. Why does it not let me in here? There it goes. Oh, that'll make you sick to your stomach. Let's turn it off. Okay. We didn't fill this back up with cool, those just went right in. There. Yeah, that'll work. We'll just leave the hole. I want to know. We need to get rid of these edges, don't we? We don't have the beacons anymore. Oh, that definitely messes with my brain, though. We don't need these here. And what else don't we need? I'll round this top a little bit more, probably off camera, because that's what today's whole thing is, just me figuring stuff out. As long as it glues, I'm okay. That probably looks better anyway, right? Goofy looking. I need something to hang from these. I wonder if you can do that with it. Excuse me. Oops. Need to re-glue that one piece. Ah, I didn't even. Oh, that's why it looked off. I wait. Yeah, this whole slot right here wasn't connected, so we'll just now it is. Everything's turning. Ooh, come on, let me out. Oh, I got turned around. I think that looks pretty cool. There you go. Lighthouse. I don't know. Let me know what you think. If it looks terrible, it looks terrible. I think it looks pretty cool. I think we're out of time too. Let's check. Yeah, we're way over time. Thanks for stopping by, guys. Appreciate you for holding on for my creativity. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Talk to you later. Love you, mister.